manipulative, and conniving.
Shut the fuck up. Like, she thinks she's like on her thank you next or on her like yes and era.
Okay, you guys, we actually need to talk about Leah Ashe again, because this situation, it is not just about Meganplays Husband anymore. Like, yeah, that's how it started, but the more Megan talks and the more people start connecting everything, it's starting to feel like this wasn't just one situation. And I am not even trying to do the most right now, but something about this whole timeline is just not adding up.
When people say, why are we hating Leah so much and not Zach? One, Zach is a dumbass. Yes, and every time I see him, I remind him.
So, quick recap, because I know you already know what happened, but just to keep everything in order. Meganplays and her husband split after all of those cheating allegations started going around involving Leah Ashe. The internet immediately picked sides. People started defending Megan, and others were like, wait, we need to hear both sides. Leah goes quiet, and Megan starts opening up more.
I understand the position that you were in. You described it to me perfectly. But if I was in that position, I still would not have done that to you.
At first, when all of this news broke, it just felt like, okay, this is a messy breakup. Emotions are running super high, and things probably just got out of hand. You know, the usual drama that happens when relationships end. But then Megan started adding more and more details little by little, and suddenly it was like everyone collectively thought, wait, hold on a minute. This might go way, way further back than we initially thought, because according to Megan, this whole thing with Leah didn't just pop out of nowhere. She's actually saying that Leah already had her eye on Megan's husband way back in 2023, specifically around the time of VidCon, which was even before Leah made her big move to Texas.
Let me tell you how long she's had eyes for my husband. Let me tell you, it was the first VidCon that we hung out. Before she even moved to Dallas, she knew she liked my husband.
Now, you guys, if that is actually true, if Leah was already interested in Megan's husband that far back, it completely changes how we look at everything that happened afterward.
When she found out I was pregnant, she was disappointed because she knew her and Zach would never happen.
And then Megan takes it a step further, and this is where things get really uncomfortable. She starts talking about how Leah was acting during that whole time, even before the big reveal. Megan basically describes Leah as someone who wasn't being fully real. Like, on the surface, she seemed sweet, quiet, and didn't speak up much, but there were things happening behind the scenes that felt very intentional and almost calculated.
In that 2-week period, she engaged in multiple attention-seeking behaviors to lure Zach in. She confessed her feelings first. She did not have to be here. Zach is a dumbass, yes. Leah was plotting.
And I know some people were still trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but if Leah confessed first, that changes everything. That's not just, it happened, that's a conscious decision. But honestly, that's the part that's making this whole situation hit even harder. Isn't just the cheating aspect. It's how incredibly close Megan and Leah were before everything went completely left. I mean, this is someone she considered family. We're talking about bringing Leah into her home, inviting her to holidays, supporting her emotionally through thick and thin, and even putting her name out there for career opportunities.
She's estranged from her family. She's estranged from them. I said, Leah, you don't deserve that. You're such a good person. I love you so much. Be in my family. Be my sister. Come to my holidays. I will make sure you feel loved, important, and supported. I will be your #1 cheerleader, and she knows all this shit. She knows I got a stocking made for her to hang on my staircase for the holidays.
So, from Megan's point of view, this isn't just a simple case of liking her husband. It's a much deeper betrayal. Now, as if that wasn't enough, Megan did bring up something that honestly caught a lot of people off guard, because she starts calling out the internet for dragging her ex-husband's looks.
Not really post her, but I bulk up a lot of content on like a night that I go out. I maybe go out like once a month max. I mean, it's been a little bit more because of the holiday season. Yeah, I don't post her because I don't want her on the internet. But she's doing great. Here's yesterday, another photo. I mean, those are just like within the last 24 hours. But I take a lot of photos. I've run a lot of videos, but I don't post them because I don't want to face on the internet. But I hope that this helps explain the situation.
So when people are out here dragging how he looks, they're not even realizing that they're basically saying the same things about her child too. And come on, that's where it crosses a line. That is not funny. That is not internet jokes. That is real life. There is a kid in the middle of all of this. There is co-parenting. There is an actual family that still has to function after everything that's happened. Of course, Megan did divorce Zach, which makes their whole situation even more complicated. And then when you really think about it, their child is right in the middle of all of this. And Leah might be her godmother and now being seen as her stepmom at the same time. Like, come on, that dynamic alone is already a lot to process. And then to add another layer to this whole narrative, Megan posted another video with this audio, and the lyrics were basically about someone realizing later on that they messed up and there is no going back. People immediately started reading into it, wondering if this was her way of saying, you're gonna regret this later. Whether that's exactly what she meant or not, at this point, everything Megan posts feels intentional to people.
I'm gonna make one thing clear. I will drag this to my grave. Because of what these two people did, I will never trust again. Because of what these two people did, I get to see my daughter half the fucking time. Because of what these two people did, I cry myself to sleep nearly every night. I will drag it to my grave. I will never let this go. I am not faced her because, trust me, it's on site. I told Zach, do not bring that girl in my driveway if you want her to survive.
Now, when you step back and look at how everything played out, don't be surprised if people start questioning whether this was really the first time something like this happened. Of course, nobody has come out and said that about Leah, and it's important to keep that in mind. But based on what Megan is describing, a lot of this doesn't feel random. It's coming across like something that has been building from the start, and that's why so many people feel like there might be more to this story than we have seen so far. So now the real question everyone keeps coming back to is, if those feelings were already out there that early, what was actually going on behind the scenes before any of this came out? And if Leah really was the one who confessed first, does that change how you see her role in all of this? Because if it's the second one, then yeah, this goes way deeper than just Megan's husband. But I want to know what you guys think about all of this, so let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.